YouTube, welcome to my YouTube channel, Annabelle, and today I am going to be reviewing the Netflix movie, The 6888. This movie is a World War II movie. It's set at the end of World War II particularly, and it actually focuses on the issue that the United States of America had getting the mail to their soldiers. I mean, they could get it to England, Glasgow, which is Scotland, but they then struggled to send it out to obviously the European countries and Africa and various other places that the American soldiers were fighting in. It's a 12A and it lasts 2 hours and 7 minutes. And in short, it tells the tale of how an all-black American female battalion managed to get 7 million loads of mail sorted in 90 days. This was when President Roosevelt was alive, but he dies halfway through. They faced racism and discrimination, not from the UK, but their own United States military services. It's about the postal services. Some people say, is this a relevant story? And I say, yes, it is, because it highlights the fact that American morale was so low, they weren't able to get information out from America, from people's families to the soldiers, and soldiers weren't able to send things back to their families. And this was highlighted to President Roosevelt's wife, Eleanor, when she met her family. She says, I've sent some mail, but we've not heard anything. We've just not heard anything. And it really affected the whole country's morale. If you're sending stuff out and not getting stuff back, people are like, well, are they dead? I don't know. I've never been to South Africa or wherever they're fighting. This is World War II, it could be anywhere. You've got the Pacific going on, you've got the ROMs tanks in Africa, and obviously you've got the mess that is France and Germany and Belgium and Poland and all of that crackling off. And if you don't know, it's the don't knowing that causes a huge problem. I know some people have said, it's just a woke thing. I'm like, no, it's not woke. This is history. This is something that happened within the American military. And were it not for these black African-American women, they wouldn't have got mail. It is important. People are like, but it's not fighting. And I'm like, a couple of them died. They were dressed in military uniform, therefore they are military personnel. There are loads of non-fighting roles within the Air Force, the Navy, and the Army, and the Marines. All of these things. The chefs are important because if you don't feed people, they die. If you don't look after them and have a police force and have doctors and nurses, they die. And yes, they have to be done in military. So I just don't understand people's ideas that it's, not relevant. This was a 3-year backlog. They then had to go to France and sort out another backlog, because at least the mail had managed to arrive in France. But they had to send them out again to sort that mess out. This was the Glasgow mess. There's a French mess. That's not covered in this movie. There's a Fort Gregg, got renamed in America to Fort Gregg Adams in honour of Major Charity Adams, who at the start of this film was Captain Charity Adams. So in my mind, this is a relevant film. It tells an important story about African-American men and women and their contribution to World War II. Because let's face it, it's a world war. It involves every single ethnic background person in the United States and in the UK and Empire and various other places. I just don't get what's wrong with this. It's African-American women doing their part. Yes, it's sorting mail, but mail is crucial for morale, both at home and on the front. Anyway, 5 out of 5 for me, not a problem. I don't get why people just don't like true stories. This happened, deal with it. Maybe it's because they don't like it, because it shows, mainstream America in a bad light with the discrimination. Whatever. Get over yourselves. We're in 2025. Anyway, 5 out of 5 for me. I enjoyed it. I found it very educational and very informative. And actually, if you're introducing World War II to Americans, this movie might be a great way, a gateway into further knowledge about the war, as it is. Yes, it's a 12A. It's not really offensive unless you've got issues around discrimination. It's not horrific. You haven't got any sort of major, organs coming out, and it doesn't deal with the Holocaust. It deals with the United States issue of an internal issue, logistical issue of we can't get the mail to anybody. Anyway, Maybe that's why they didn't like it, because it showed him in a bad light. Anyway, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Please like, comment and subscribe, and stay happy, everybody, because films like 6888 need to be told. It's a great story, and it's very empowering and very heartfelt and has a great ending. That's just me. Anyway, so that's that. Bye.